Hello students, in the last lecture we have started a new concept, that is Heisenberg uncertainty principle, and in that now we are going to see the significance of uncertainty principle. What is the significance of this uncertainty principle? Okay. So what is the significance is that very simple. It is also very similar to the dual behavior of the de Broglie's nature. So this principle rules out the existence of definite paths of electrons and other similar particles and of other similar particles. Okay, so what this ruled out is that this principle rule out the existence of definite path of electron. Okay, who told the definite path? The Bohr, right? Okay, already I explained many times. The Bohr suggested there will be a definite path for the electrons, and that is, he called it as an orbit. Okay, so around the nucleus the electrons revolve in a particular path, that he called it as a orbit. And now Heisenberg uncertainty ruled out the definite path for the electron. He said there is no definite path for the electron. Why? Because this definite path, when you will identify, whenever you know the exact position and the velocity, whenever you know the exact position and velocity, then only you can come to know this as an exact path. That means, suppose let us assume a bus is moving with some velocity, and you also know the position also. Suppose one bus is moving from Basar to Nizamabad, okay, with some velocity. You assume it is going with a 40 km/h, okay, and with that you can easily identify the positions, at what time it will be there at what place, and at what time it will be there at the what place. Okay, Navipet at what time it will be there, and after that Janakampet at what time it will be there. Okay, if it is moving in a constant speed. Okay, so that means there at the time you know the exact position and you are finding the exact with the exact velocity. Okay, so that means if you know the exact position and velocity, simply you can say the path, and what is the path, how it is moving from Basar to Nizamabad. Okay, but according to the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, for electron, if you know the exact position, then there is an uncertainty. The error in the velocity is infinity. The delta V is infinity. Okay, that means you know only one parameter. You are able to find only one parameter. You are not able to find the both parameters, okay, accurately. So that is the reason why you cannot say, he said there is no particular path for a definite path for the electrons. Okay, so just you listen. To understand this you need more knowledge. Okay, don't worry, you will understand slowly. Okay, so this is one of his significance, right? And the second one is that this principle is significant only for motion of microscopic objects and is negligible for the macroscopic objects. What is this microscopic, macroscopic? Macroscopic means with the particle objects with the high mass. Microscopic objects means with the low or small mass. So you learned in the de Broglie equation. The de Broglie equation again applicable for the, so by using the de Broglie equation you can find out the wavelength for the microscopic with the small mass. Okay, the particles with the small mass. Here is also same thing. This uncertainty principle is significant only for the motion of microscopic objects, and it is negligible for the macroscopic objects. That means if suppose any stone something you are throwing the ball, okay, or the bus is moving, or the vehicle or scooter is moving with some velocity. So in that case, you can find out the exact position and velocity accurately. But come to this microscopic, like electrons, okay, or photons, okay, you cannot find out the exact path. There is no a definite path for that, because you are not able to find out the exact position and exact momentum simultaneously, right? Okay, మీరు ఆ రెండింటిని ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయగలిగితే మీకు పాత్ తెలిసిపోతుంది, బట్ యు ఆర్ నాట్ ఏబుల్ టు ఫైండ్ ఇట్ ఫర్ ద మైక్రోస్కోపిక్ పార్టికల్స్. For the macroscopic particles, you are okay. Bus is moving with some 40 kilometers per hour, and after the sometimes this is the position, exact position. Okay, but here it is they are unable. So why they are unable? I don't know. Not I don't know. I know that, but that is out of your knowledge. Okay, here some diagrams are there. I know. If someone anybody is interested, I will you can ask me later. I will explain to them. Okay, right. And the same things what he said here, it is applicable for the microscopic particles, microscopic objects like electrons, and not for the macroscopic objects like ball or a bus or vehicle. Okay, and that is also you can confirm by seeing these problems. What are the problems? So in the textbook, so what he is telling is that if uncertainty principle is applied to an object of mass, it is about a milligram. A milligram, that is 10 to the power of minus 6 kg. Milli, you know that, milligram. Milligram means 10 to the power of minus 3 grams. When you convert it into the kgs, 10 to the power of minus 6 minus 10 to the power of minus 6 grams. Okay, so what is this principle? The principle is delta V into delta X equal. Generally while doing the problems, you take it as a equal. Okay, don't write greater than or equal to. While doing the problems, you consider it as a equal. Okay, don't confuse. H by 4 pi m. Okay, so what is the H? Planck's constant. And what is the, it is a 4 and pi is a 3.14 into what is the mass? He said 10 to the power of minus 6 kg. And for that, what is the delta V into delta X? It is 10 to the power of minus 28 meter square per second. Okay, you see the value of delta V into delta X is extremely small, 10 to the power of minus 28. Okay, and it is insignificant. Therefore, one may say that in dealing with the milligram sized or heavier objects, the associated uncertainties are hardly of any real consequence. That means very simple. For these kind of with the milligram sized or heavier object, milligram to above, దానికన్నా పైన ఉండే అన్ని ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ కూడా ఈ వాల్యూ అనేది వెరీ స్మాల్, సో దట్ యూ కెన్ నెగ్లెక్ట్ దట్ వన్, యూ కెన్ నెగ్లెక్ట్ that one. Okay, that is what macroscopic particles. Now come to the electron here. You see, for example, for an electron whose mass is this much, so according to the Heisenberg principle, substitute this mass here, 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joule second, and 4 into 3.14 into 9.11 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. So for this, what is the value? 10 to the power of minus 4. Earlier it is 10 to the power of minus 28. And here it is only 10 to the power of minus 4. 10 to the power of minus 4 means it can be considerable. Okay. Therefore, it means that if one tries to find the exact location of the electron, say to an uncertainty of only 10 to the power of minus 8 meters, then the uncertainty in the delta V, if suppose one is finding the uncertainty with the 10 to the power of minus 8 meters. Okay. Right, so that means the delta X is equal to 10 to the power of minus 8. So then the uncertainty in the delta V velocity would be 10 to the power of 4 meter per second. Okay, so here it is large, right? So that means if the uncertainty in the position is small, that means you are saying exactly, then come to the velocity, it is large, 10 to the power of 4. Okay, so in these cases, for microscopic objects, then the change, the uncertainties is a considerable. The uncertainty is considerable. Okay, so that is the reason why what he said, the Bohr's orbit, classical pitch electrons moving in a Bohr's orbit cannot hold good. Okay, so therefore means that the precise statements of the position and the momentum of electrons have to be replaced by the statements of probability. Okay, what I said, what the Bohr said, if this is a nucleus, the electrons are moving like this, okay, with some velocity and a particular path. Okay, but come to the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, he said there is no exact path for that. Okay, because you are not able to finding the delta x into delta p simultaneous. And what he said, instead of this exact position, you can say that probability, maybe here it is there, or maybe here it is there, with some probability, okay, with some assumption, some probability. Okay, so he gave a new word, the precise statements of the position and momentum of electrons have to be replaced by the statement of probability. Okay, this is all about the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Okay, and if you want, you can see some more problems. 1.15 is there. Here you see a microscope using the suitable photons is employed to locate an electron in an atom within a distance of 0.1 angstroms. Within a distance. Then what is the uncertainty involved in the measurement of the velocity? Okay, listen carefully. What he is telling, by using some instrument is there, and with the instrument he is using the photon to identify the electron on a particular atom. Okay, and when they use this one, he find out the electron position at this place with some within the distance range. How much distance range? Not exactly, he is not telling exactly, some distance. The distance range is 0.1 angstroms. Okay, that is what he is telling. Electron is there, but that is there in the range of, in the distance of 0.1 angstroms. Okay, and now this range, what is this range? It is nothing but uncertainty in the position. Uncertainty in the position. And now what is asking? The delta V, uncertainty in the velocity. Okay, so what is the principle? Delta x into delta P is equal h by 4 pi, or delta x into m delta V is equal h by 4 pi, or else simply delta V is equal h by 4 pi into delta x into m. Okay, you know the h value, and you know the 4 value, you know the pi value, you know the mass of the electron. What is the mass of the electron? 9.11 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kg. Then what about this delta x? The delta x is this one, 0.1 angstroms. Why? Because he is telling that the difference, the position which is in the range of 0.1 angstroms. Okay, that means the uncertainty in the position, right? So 0.1 angstroms means you can write it as a 0.1 into 10 to the power of 10 meters. 10 to the power of 10 meters. Okay, so when you substitute this, you can get a value of uncertainty in the delta V. Okay, how much? 5.79 into 10 to the power of 6 meter per second. Okay, and see the next problem. A golf ball now with a big mass 40 grams and a speed of 45 meter per second. If the speed can be measured within accuracy of 2%, calculate the uncertainty in the position. Okay, so he is telling with a speed, but again he has some uncertainty. He is telling that speed measured within accuracy. How much accurate he measured? With the 2% accuracy. 2% accuracy. So that means what is the 2% of the 45? It is around 0.9 meter per second. 0.9 meter per second. And this is nothing but the delta V. It is nothing but delta v. Okay, so that means the velocity, how much are you telling accurately? No, with some percentage. Okay, uncertainty in the percentage, 2 percentages. Okay, right. So using the equation delta x is equal to simply h by 4 pi m into delta v. So h value no 4 into pi, and m value, what is the mass of the golf ball? 40 grams. So 40 grams, instead of that you have to take in the kgs. So 40 grams into 10 to the power of minus 3 kgs. And what is the delta v? The delta v is 0.9 meter per second inverse. And when you substitute all these values, you can get a value of 1.46 into 10 to the power of minus 30, 1.46 into 10 to the power of minus 33 meters. Okay, this is nearly 10 to the power of, you see this value, 10 to the power of minus 33. That means it is very, very small. Okay, so very, very small means the uncertainty in the position is very, very small. Uncertainty position small, మీరు చాలా తక్కువ చెప్తున్నారంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటి? That means you are telling the exact position. Okay, but that means when you go for the higher masses, when you know the velocities, you can say the positions accurately. But when you come to the small particles like electrons, even when you say the exact position, the change in the uncertainty, the uncertainty in the velocity is very, very high. The uncertainty in the velocity is very, very high. Okay. So here what I am going to conclude is that very simple. For small objects, okay, with a very low mass, even if you find out the exact position, so then the delta v, uncertainty in the velocity are very, very large. Okay, now come to the higher mass. Even though when you know the if you know the exact speed, okay, then the uncertainty in the position, it is very, very small. The uncertainty in the position is very, very small. Okay, so that means if you know the velocity accurately for the masses, with the higher masses, you can easily say the exact positions also. There is no deviation much. Okay, but when you come to the smaller particles, you can see the lot of errors. Okay, so this is all about the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, and next we can go directly into the quantum mechanical model of atom. Okay.